Yo, 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 we back. Special episode of Talking Game. I'm your host, Anthony LT King, Yellow Tape King, Tony, whatever you call me, lets me know what I was on when you was fucking with me. And we back with Coach. What up, Marcus? What it do?
Coach, man, in the building.
Holding it
Got my
down
got my Yankees shit on, man. I had a big hate for the Yankees growing up, because they used to do it to my Braves every time. But as I've gotten older and as I became a man, I threw away childish things. So,
for sure.
what I'm saying, no beef with the Yankees unless they in a series with the Braves. But happy to be on. Happy to be on.
Happy to have you on, man. Let's get straight to it, man. Today, the Suns decided to go and fire their third coach in 3 years. Two of these coaches are championship level coaches. They've won chips. Three of them have been to the finals. We were talking right before I hit record. You called it a hot ghetto ass mess. Do you think this was the right move for the Suns?
Um, at this point, I don't even know if the Suns know what the right move is for them. Um, Me personally, I feel like you got to give it time. Obviously, it's one of these situations where it's either A, they're getting ready to break this thing up and they're going to bring in a new coach to coach younger talent, or somebody didn't see eye to eye with Buddha Hose.
I think a couple of somebody didn't see eye to eye with Budenholzer. KD, I've never seen KD like have these many issues with a coach. Like KD normally fits in pretty well wherever he's at, and they was getting into it on the sideline. You tell Devin Booker to stop talking so much so they can hear you. It just didn't seem like a match made in heaven. You know what I'm saying? Whether you love or hate Bradley Beal, you paying him $50 million, you move him to the bench. That didn't seem like a move that anybody really cared for. Even if that was the better move, it's crazy that to me, I felt like this was probably the move to make. It just looks bad when it's your third coach in a row. Like,
Yeah, it looks real bad. And then on top of that, like you got they were just never able to figure it out. Like the roster's been clunky ever since. Like I've been adamant that I don't feel like the Suns. MVP was getting long in the tooth, but I mean, he just played all 82 games, so he was always going to be there. He was always going to be available.
yeah,
You kind of broke up uh, your core for Kevin Durant, which we discussed that you're going to have to ship away a lot to acquire Kevin Durant.
he
But
even said
once
that.
you ship away half your roster and it doesn't work out, who got to take the fall? Unfortunately, it's always going to be the coach.
Yeah, or the GM, which is crazy. The GM ain't got fired yet.
James Jones, he gonna be there at
Yeah,
least for one more coaching run and see how quick he can get this rebuild. Because we know you could either have a Charlotte Hornet rebuild, which is going on about 20 years, or you can have like a Houston Rocket, Detroit Piston type rebuild where you get the right guys in there, the right mix of vets and young guys, you can, be right back in the playoffs. But three coaches in 3 seasons is definitely a bad move for sure.
um, it's new owner syndrome though, man. New owners come in the NBA and fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? What's your boy? What was his name from Brooklyn? Provolone, whatever.
The Russian, yeah,
Russian. What's the first thing he does? Fuck these picks. Give me old ass KG, old ass Paul Pierce, Jason Terry. You know what I'm saying? And pair them. We're gonna make a run for it. And at best, they was what, the 4 seed. Um, Even Mark Cuban, one of the first moves he made with Dallas was let's get Ray LaFrance. Ray LaFrance.
yeah,
Terrible fucking contract.
yeah,
It is I think it's just those billionaires, high 100 millionaire guys at the time, but now billionaires. They've been so successful that I don't think they can come into business and not try and put their fingerprints on it.
yeah.
Even if you got a team like the Suns, who were a playoff team, a finals team, just chill, bro. We winning.
Winner.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But I think he just needed to have his sauce on it. Like he wouldn't have felt good if they would have won without him putting his imprint on it.
right.
Um, he's gonna have to learn the hard way.
He's definitely gonna have to learn the hard way, and he's gonna have to figure out like how much money he's gonna be willing to shell out. Like, are you willing to play the long game, or are you gonna try to fast track this? And clearly, you tried to fast track it, and you were unsuccessful. Like, um, when you got three guys on max deals, it's hard to build around them. Like, the times have changed. Like the more this money continues to go up, the more like the super team era, which I thought it was dying anyway, but the super team era is just not gonna work with these 50 million plus contracts that these guys are getting. Understand when the Heatles got together, like these boys was making like 17 million. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like you had Bosch at 17, like at 17.8, Browns at like 17.3, D Wade's like 17.5.
yeah.
So that's what, like $51 million, you know what I'm saying? Between three people, now $51 million
It's
is
Bradley Beal.
one guy. Yeah, it's one guy's deal. So
And
um
and also back then they didn't have things in place to stop you from being better after signing those guys. Like
right.
now you have the second apron where if you are one of those teams, you can't get anybody in the buyout. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like so like those little things, those like the mid-level exception. You don't have the mid-level exception if you got two max guys, I think, maybe three or whatever. Whenever you hit that threshold in the salary cap, you can't get a mid-level exception guy. So like that Shane Battier. Hey, come play over here for $3, $4 million. That's done. You know what I'm saying? So like if you're gonna be top heavy, that you got to have young talent. You can't have people 30 and over if you're top heavy because that's not going to work out. And I think that's where the Suns at right now. And that's why KD is going to be in one of the Texas teams next year, either Dallas or Houston.
So with Budenholzer, do you think that like um he just didn't want to play the the younger talent? Because I mean, you got a guy like Bobo over there who is essentially a poor man's Wimby. You know what I'm saying? But Bobo's not getting any minutes.
I don't know what the thing is with Bowl. It seems like he doesn't fit anywhere, but he should fit everywhere.
Facts.
Like I really I don't know if it's a Budenholzer thing because Bowl don't play nowhere.
No, he doesn't.
You know what I'm saying? Honestly, he probably played more with the Suns than he played anywhere else.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's that, but him not playing Tyus Jones, that was a big red flag to me because you needed a point guard and you don't play one of the highest assist to turnover ratio point guards in league history. And that didn't make sense. You figure out a way to make that work. Um, I don't know, man. I think Bud just came for the money, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Because I mean, if you look at the way this roster's constructed, like Bud ain't never been. He first of all, he comes from the pop coaching tree. You know what I'm saying? So he comes from the pop coaching tree, and then on top of that, like you coached Atlanta, which was a bunch of like blue collar guys. Like you got Jeff T, you got Kyle Korver, you got Damari Carroll, you got Millsap, you
Yeah,
got Big Al. Like those are all low maintenance guys that's just gonna fall in line and look at the better good. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Then you go to Milwaukee and it's still the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like
Even
you still
Giannis as a
even
superstar
Giannis,
is
he's
a
a
low
low
maintenance
maintenance
guy.
superstar,
Yeah,
right? So and then you got Chris Middleton, who's a low maintenance number two guy. You know what I'm saying? You got that Buck squad that all his teams resemble Spurs teams.
yeah.
Now you make this hire and he's dealing with these big personalities, and I don't think Bud was the right guy from get go to
I,
lead that charge.
I can roll with that. You think they should have kept Frank Vogel then?
He had the experience of dealing with high maintenance guys.
Yeah,
You know,
been
he
with
he
LeBron AD.
Yeah, he coached
Like,
very Dwight Howard. Like he had polarizing figures, so
yeah,
he at least had experience in managing that. Like Bud, everybody knows that the Spurs way of how they do things. It just it just didn't translate, and I haven't found a coach that really KD has really, you know what I'm saying, kind of mesh with. You
yeah.
know, see, like
Maybe Steve
maybe
Kerr.
with Steve Kerr, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying,
sure.
and maybe things will come out about that as the years go on. But like,
Yeah, and even some had to be wrong with that because he wanted to get the fuck out of there.
right, yeah. So I mean, I think the biggest loser in all this is Devin Booker because it's kind of like I didn't ask for none of this shit. You know
And
what
it's
I'm saying?
gonna be his eighth coach in 11 years.
Yeah, and I never asked for this. Like we got to the finals and that shit was because of me, goddamn it. Like I didn't ask for KD. I didn't ask for Brad Bill. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all kind of bought this fool over here and just kind of like tried to bump me to number two, but like he came to play with me.
Yeah,
I've been here.
you say I'm the one who went to the finals. I'm the one
Right,
who turned us up after the bubble.
right, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you
so
think
unfortunate for the Suns, but you know, just poor decisions right now.
real poor decisions? Real quick, and we'll wrap up the Sun so we could talk playoff playing. Is this out of the big three players, are any of them in Phoenix next year?
Bradley Beal and Devin Booker stays. KD goes. Two out of the three.
Okay. I feel like nobody's there next year.
Not even D Book.
If I'm at Ishbia, fuck it. If I'm an owner that wants to be the guy who did it, I want to be the guy who did it. Like if I'm gonna keep fucking it up, small tinkering, I might as well blow this bitch up and build it in my own way. You know what I'm saying? And you can get a nice haul for all three of them. You get a lot of picks. You can build your team. You know what I'm saying? Going forward like that. So I think all three of them out of there. I do. All right, let's talk play in. Tomorrow we have the 7-8 matchup. We got my Magic against the Hawks, and we have the Warriors versus the Grizzlies. Which matchup are you most excited to watch?
Honestly, I'm very excited to watch this Warriors Grizzlies matchup. Um, just because Steph's probably gonna have to take the road that he's never traveled to get to that fifth ring. Like they're really gonna have to play some basketball. The Grizzlies, they just kind of all over the place right now. Like they got a lot of pieces all over the place. But I'm definitely uh looking to see uh Steph on that stage of one game. You know what I'm saying? We know what happened last time. You know,
Yeah.
they got in there and you know what I'm saying, they got Sacramento out of here, but I'm intrigued for that. Um Probably more intrigued with that than I am the Hawks and Magic. I just kind of feel like that's the mid bowl. I mean, whoever wins that, man, they get fed to Boston.
They
So
they do get fed to Boston, but shout out to my Magic. Shout out to Paulo. Paulo going for 50 tomorrow. Fuck it. You heard it here first, man. Paulo going off.
I
Um,
won't take that on my parlay.
yeah, I mean, if you don't want to make no money, that's on you, cuz. But yeah, I'm also interested in the Western Conference matchup. I think because even though Memphis is all over the place, they still have enough to make some noise if they make it in, just like the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? Like it's more intriguing to see, like, okay, if one of these teams win and they match up against the Rockets, hey, shit can get interesting. Jimmy Butler being hurt is a big deal.
A very big deal.
Um, damn Kawhi hurting people. Imagine that. Uh, uh, Draymond is I don't think yesterday was a big blunder, him missing that layup.
Oh, that was
But
terrible.
I don't think that's gonna bother him. But the Warriors got some demons to exercise. I didn't realize they're 0-3 in play in.
Yeah.
They never won the play in, but they've never played in the play in with Jimmy Butler though.
Well, I also kind of look at it like when they lost in the play in, the makeup of the Warriors, Steve Kerr, Draymond, those guys who done, played deep into June numerous of times, that 0-3 record could be misleading. You know what I'm saying? Because it could be like they might look at it and be like, okay, we come out of this. Where are we going with this? You know what I'm saying? Like where are we going? Are we gonna be able to get out of this and make a run? Let's look at the matchups, or are we gonna go and get swept? Like, do we want to play an extra 4 to 7 games, or do we want to just go home?
Let's call it
And,
a night and get a lottery pick.
right. So like, let's just go home. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just rest up. Let's heal. We on the wrong side of 30. We got a lot of miles. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
If you the Warriors, is that how you're thinking this year? Like let's
I,
we made this mid-season trade. We know what we have going into next year. Let's get healthy for next year and make a real run at it. Or you think you're trying to go for the gusto if you're the
no,
Warriors?
I think you made the deal for this year. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? You made the deal just to let's see how far we can get it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how far we can get it, and let's see, if we can upset somebody in the first round.
They
You
can
know,
get Houston.
yeah, yeah. They got experience,
Yeah, they
and
can.
that matters in the playoffs, especially when the game slows down. Referees are going to tend to swallow that whistle a little bit more. Steve Kerr is a master at manipulating the refs. You let that game, you let that game 2 or 3 start to get a little strange. He's gonna start talking about that whistle, and
Yeah,
um, they got the superstars to get the superstar calls.
true. And Jimmy Butler plays the game not the right way, but how can I put it? He doesn't Shea Gildress draw fouls. Like he goes to the hole and you have to make contact with him. You know what I'm saying? Like it's no family fouls with Jimmy Butler. He's forcing you to make contact. So like he's definitely gonna have your Amen Thompsons and foul trouble. Like you know what I'm saying? Like young boy, you finna get they gonna call this every time.
Yeah, yeah. And
Um
I also feel like the Thompson boy, like I made a text to you watching the game, telling you how he had Steph in jail. Steph was just, I was just chilling. I was just chilling. You can't chase me for a whole series. You're gonna wear that.
by game 4, you gonna be like Dellavedova.
You're gonna be like Delly over there needing the oxygen man
You gonna need oxygen, man. So for the 2-7-8 matchups, who you got? Who you got in the East?
for the 2-7-8 between Orlando and
Oh
Atlanta.
yeah, the 7-8. Who you got in the East?
I got Orlando, man. Like, this is starting to become the Trae Young Invitational. Like, death taxes and Trae Young going into the play.
And I mean, we're gonna talk about him in 9-10, but and Valanciunas, I didn't know he's been in there all 6 years.
Yeah, so like, I got the Magic. It's kind of like I do like what the Hawks have. You know what I'm saying? That they got a nice young team, but like I didn't understand the DeAndre Hunter trade. I didn't understand that. Um,
Yeah, it's like they
really,
tried to tank and the rest of the team was like, nah.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. And but I think it's time for. I think it's Orlando's time. Um, Injuries kind of kept them from making that Cavalier step. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't have been surprised if the Magic was top 3 in the East this past season, but like those injuries kind of derailed everything. Everybody seems to be healthy right now,
Except Jalen Suggs. He out here with his lady in New York.
but even Cole Anthony's playing well. You know,
Carolina Legend.
Carolina legend. Then we had a Jonathan Isaac sighting. You know what I'm saying? So I think that I like Orlando. I like Orlando tomorrow.
Yeah, give me the Magic too. Like I say, Paulo going for 50. You know what I'm saying? Jonathan Isaac gonna be the best defender on the floor. Either team. That's right, Great Barrier Thief. About to see some real defense out here. And yeah. Then we go to Boston and we're gonna smack them in seven. We're not. But American
Yeah,
Dream. American Dream.
yeah.
For the other matchup, the 7-8 Warriors, Memphis. Who you got?
I got Warriors. Um, like I said before, I think Memphis is just, although they are a scary team, like you said, but I just don't believe Ja is ready to like carry a team deep into the playoffs. Um, and they just got a lot going on right now. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot going on with coaching staff and the change. I just don't see Memphis being able to beat. Um, I don't see them being able to beat the Warriors in Oakland. I just don't see it. Or in San Francisco, I just don't see it.
Give me Memphis, cuz. Um, Memphis can play big. That's been a problem for the Warriors, especially when it comes to rebounding. Um, I think John Morant's been shooting the three a lot better lately. I
Yeah,
think that's a big deal. Jaren Jackson Jr., I think is gonna go off. And I don't really think and Bane has become an afterthought.
somewhat, but he's still dangerous.
Exactly. You
Still
know what I'm
dangerous.
saying? And Bane is still a bucket. I think Memphis goes in there and steals this. I think they do. And then the Warriors are they'll get the 8 seed. We could talk about the two 9-10 matchups for now. But we can talk the 9-10. Sacramento, Dallas, and Miami and Chicago. We start in the East. I have no interest in Chicago or Miami because I'm gonna be all the way honest with you. Like that might be TV time for me and Tasha.
So it's gonna be the Tubi Bowl. It's gonna be the Tubi Bowl for real. Um, I, but I'm not gonna go against Spo. You know what
No,
I'm
no,
saying?
no, me neither. Yeah.
Just just give me Miami. Like I honestly don't even want to dive into this shit. Like
Yeah.
that's me at its finest.
Yeah, I think same. Same. Give me Miami just based off Spo. I wouldn't even base this off rosters or roster construction. Um I just trust, I guess, heat culture, I guess. And then for the Western Conference, I guess it's a little bit better,
It is. It is. It's a little bit more intriguing to
a
me.
little more intriguing. You got Sacramento, you got Dallas. Um Sacramento is a it's weird when you look at that roster because you see all the pictures, you're like, that's not bad.
Not bad at all.
But then it's like something just ain't right about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can I put it? You ever forget to put something in the refrigerator? You like, I don't know if this still good.
Yeah.
Heat it up and you be like, nah, this still got a little weird little stitch to it. That's the Sacramento Kings. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It's like they got Levine, they got DeMar, Blake Monk can get buckets, Valanciunas, a damn play-in legend, Keegan Murray. A lot of nice pieces, but it's just something about it that just don't. Maybe because it's Sacramento.
It could be, but I'm gonna go Kings on this one. Just because like in the past month, month or so, like Dallas has been in the limelight for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
And I think like congratulations for getting to the play in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at this point, let's just go ahead and call it what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go ahead, let's get up out of here. Cancun on three, fellas. And AD, you go get healthy. Kyrie, you continue getting strong in rehab. Clay, find your shot, and we come back 100% next year, and make a run. Get Derek Lively back healthy.
Yeah.
Like, let's just be the full strength Mavs. Like, let's not limp into this shit, waste time to go get swept by OKC. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think the crazy thing about Dallas, and this is the funny thing about the game last week when they played LA, is Wednesday would be the day Anthony Davis go for 40 and 20. And they fucking win. You know what I'm saying? And then he'll come up small the whole LKC series.
No, he'll get hurt in game 2 and be out for the series.
Pretty much, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think that's what's gonna happen. I have the Kings. But I wouldn't be fucking surprised if Anthony Davis don't have the game of his life and be like, hey, this is what I could be. And like you say, go get hurt in game 2 of the OKC series, and you be like, this is what you get out of Anthony Davis.
Yeah, but show what you can be when you got a chance. Like don't give me that shit on the game you were supposed to win.
Yeah, nah,
And then if we win this, we got to win another. So we need you to
and
be
it
great.
is.
We
Yeah,
need you to be great 2 times in a row when you can just Cancun on 3.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
get healthy.
do they beat Memphis?
Well, I would have them playing Golden State, but I don't have them beating Memphis or Golden State. Like
Wait, if Golden State wins, they automatically get the 7 though.
well, I got Golden State losing.
Okay, I got you. Okay, I got
I
you.
got Golden State losing.
Okay.
But I don't see them beating either team, Memphis or Golden State. To answer your question, no, I don't see. I don't think they will win the second game of that.
Right.
Um, I don't know, man. I think, and just to piggyback on what you said, people getting healthy. Clay's about to be in trade talks, so he might want to be ready for that.
I wouldn't doubt it.
He might want to get ready for that. Because I think 2 players may be available after this offseason, depending on how things go. And with those 2 players possibly being available, well, KD's definitely going to be available. And I think depending on what happens in the East, Giannis will ask to be available. And I think that puts Clay in a lot of conversations about you about to be in this package.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll see if Clay even back next year. Dallas, nice run. Like I said on the pod a few weeks ago, Clay, you should have listened to your motherfucking daddy.
Yeah.
You've been like,
Yeah, because I'm gonna be honest, like this Clay in Dallas has been really nasty. Like it's been nasty.
and it's not his fault though.
It's not his fault, but like it just don't look right. Got number 31.
Hey,
Like,
you wanted to represent Reggie Miller, man.
yeah, but like you ain't doing Reggie shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, don't represent me. You know what I'm saying? Like you out there, headband Clay is now like a thing of the past. Like that's not even a thing anymore.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like you went headband Clay all year. It was awful.
yeah.
So like,
I think the roster construction fucked him up. He thought he was gonna just sit there and get open shots. It got so ugly. He was the marquee on games. Like we didn't put on Dallas to watch Klay Thompson, bro.
right, exactly.
We thought we was gonna see Kyrie or Luca, or then AD, and he gets hurt. So well, Klay should have listened to your dad. Could have been in LA. She could have been in LA with Luca, but now,
Yeah. At
now,
the end of the day,
now you're stuck like motherfucking Chuck. So you got Atlanta. I mean, you got Orlando, and you have the Heat. So do the Heat beat the Hawks?
well, the Hawks go 7.
No, no, no.
No,
If
okay,
Atlanta
no.
lose.
You're right. I picked Orlando.
Yeah.
So, I Trey Young, I take him over Tyler Hero.
I was
Um,
gonna say that. I take the Hawks at home too.
yeah, I like the Hawks. Dyson Daniels can make life tough for he can make life tough for Tyler Hero. All he got to do is do it for one game. I don't think that's a crazy task. Even though Tyler Hero had a great year, shout out to Tyler Hero, he had a great season. Bam, um, what's he gonna give you? Is he gonna be that 25 and 13 and 6 Bam? Or is it gonna be that 14 and 7 and 3 Bam? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Bam does have a low floor.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he has those games. You like he didn't impact this game at all.
Right. And I just I don't like the matchup. Um like I say, we need Trey Young in the playoffs.
We do.
Yeah, we we
I,
need Trey.
I low key want them to beat the Magic for two reasons. I work tomorrow night and I would be able to try and slide to the game Thursday. And the other reason is I want to see Trey Young in Boston.
Okay.
Like I want to see Trey Young. Like I was joking with some guys from Boston. Um, Trey Young will fuck around and win game four just to go back to Boston and get a gentleman's suite. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to see that. Uh,
I, I think I want to see that Trey Young and Darius Garland matchup.
that'd be
Uh,
nice.
it's gonna be like that's a you always got that series like out of the playoffs, especially when everybody's in it. You got that series where it's like I know it's one sided, but
I
I'm
want
gonna
to
watch
see
it anyway because it might be competitive. But then you got that series where like the matchup good, but like I ain't watching that shit because
watching the matchup within the matchup.
right, yeah. So like, um, that's a good the Hawks and Cavs. I think that would be a real high scoring, entertaining series. Gentlemen sweep, but like
Yeah.
very entertaining nonetheless.
The Magic get a game against the Celtics.
I got the brooms.
Really? I think the Magic get a game just based off of the Celtics shoot so many threes that they're going to be cold one night.
Yeah.
Like I think they'll be cold one night, and oddly enough, hopefully, if the stars align, that's the night the Magic are hot.
The reason why I say bring out the brooms is because I'm calling it now. April 14th episode of Talking Game. Calling it right now. We'll go back to this. But it was basically almost 4-4-4 going to the playoffs, going into the finals for the Celtics last year.
Yeah.
Jason Tatum has been disrespected as the face of the Celtics. He's been disrespected as Eastern Conference Finals MVP, disrespected as the Finals MVP, definitely disrespected by not getting no run in the Olympics. He is on demon time. Kobe has entered his body.
Just don't pull out the purple armband.
Don't pull out, don't do all that. But Kobe, the soul of Kobe has entered Jason Tatum's body, and he is not playing for fucking keep. Like this is shit. We ain't playing with Orlando. Get him out of here. We ain't playing with who get the Knicks out of here.
That the Knicks lose in six, but go ahead.
We'll get to that. You know what I'm saying? Like I just, I just Jason Tatum get ready to be on a different level.
I can see.
Remember what I said.
I'm not mad at that. That's not a crazy take or Um Western Conference, um, you got Golden State winning. So that'd be Golden State, Houston. You think Golden State beat Houston if that was the
That's going to be a very entertaining series because you got Dylan Brooks and Draymond Green on the
Oh
court.
shit, yeah.
So like you always, like you say, you always look for the matchup within the matchup. I the Warriors been here before, like in that this is the young up and coming team where nobody's seen them finishing that high. We the Grizzlies vets. Warriors in six. Warriors in six over the Rockets.
Um, well, I got Memphis beating the Warriors, so I would have the Rockets beating Memphis. Um, I think that'd be a even more fun series.
Oh, absolutely.
Why ends?
Yes, sir.
Because why ends?
And you think Dylan Brooks ain't gonna be on Demon Time? Like y'all didn't even offer me no deal.
This is true. This is true.
Like I was ready to ship me out with campaign where he need to be for CSKA Moscow.
Shanghai Sharks, man.
Hey,
Go
my
play
man,
with my boy Lofton. But yeah, I would go Memphis, and I would have the Rockets winning, and then the eighth seed would be who you have. You would have Memphis as the eighth spot. Like Memphis would beat Sacramento,
yes, yeah,
so I'm not mad at that. And I would have the Warriors beat Sacramento, and the Warriors. I would have the Warriors getting smacked by OKC. I'm not even gonna lie.
yeah. That's why I say the Warriors get out the first round if they can win tomorrow.
Yeah,
If they don't, like it'll be a hard fought 5 or 6.
yeah, yeah. I don't even. If the Warriors get the eight seed, like I think they will, I mean, I guess you could say hard fought five, but it's definitely gentleman sweep against OKC. I think OKC would be geared up and ready to get them the fuck out of there. Because you can't give teams like Golden State any life.
No,
Like you can't give them no run
no,
or it's game time. In more ways. It's Cancun on three, gone fishing.
for sure.
On fishing. So we got our play-in matchups picked out. We got the 1-8 for each. 3-6 is Knicks Pistons. I've been very adamant on the internet the last couple days. Pistons in six. You know what I'm saying? Knicks, fish sticks, quick pick six, Pistons in. All right. Um, I just don't think they can do anything with Cade Cunningham. And I think the toughness the Knicks had is gone. And Detroit got all the toughness you need to win the playoff series.
They have the toughness, but they do not have the experience, and they do not have Jalen Brunson. We have seen time and time again, like this is just what Jalen Brunson does. The higher the stakes, the better he's gonna play, and it's been a proven fact. Not even in Dallas, because it was definitely proven in Dallas, but like let's just go back to Villanova. Like the highest stage, he's gonna show out.
That's
And
not time, man.
I'm only talking about that because he wasn't the main culprit. He was a
True,
freshman on that team.
true, true.
So yeah. But he's been proving the damn step up when the lights come on, and I just don't think Detroit's ready. It's gonna be a big black and blue series. It's gonna be physical. Isaiah Stewart gonna be looking to run the fade with somebody,
Yeah.
but like Cat is too much. Uh, Brunson's too much. Josh Hart, the glue guy that you need. Mikal Bridges is gonna be solid. Yeah. Financial aid, Gatorade, Band-Aid, Nixon six.
Six. Uh, first to 100 win those games.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Because
this
it's gonna be a real bruising, battering, beat me down type series. You know what I'm saying? So
that's
it's got
that's that's one thing I could definitely agree on. First to 100
yeah,
wins. Like if you looking for the 110, 115
you
point,
ain't getting it
might as well put on a movie. Wait for the game, wait for the West Coast game, because that's not happening with that series at all. At all. Now the series where that will happen is the 3-6 in the West. And that's right. LAL, Luca, Austin, and LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Against Ant and the rest of them guys. I ain't even acknowledging them niggas. You know what I'm saying? And I have to fuck it, I'm biased, niggas. Lakers in six. Okay. I think Ant get you a game, maybe two, but it's nothing they could do with LeBron. And Luka Doncic hates Rudy Gobert. I want to know the backstory, but So I'm ready for the pick and rolls and Luca to just be going ape shit on Rudy Gobert.
I don't like Rudy Gobert either. I think he sucks. But like honestly, Lakers in five, man. Because like Ant can win you one game, but the game that, like okay, you said Ant can win you. You said Ant can get you two, right?
They can get you too.
I just feel like the way that the Timberwolves are set up this year, that second one that Ant's supposed to get you, they're gonna blow
I can
it.
see.
So, like,
I can see that.
so like,
They give it to Julius Randle for the last
right,
possession, and he
yeah, and
ripped
just
it off
like
the leg or some shit.
this Timberwolves squad has not been like Mike Conley. He's getting up there. Uh, Jaden McDaniel's still playing solid basketball, but like he's not sneaking up on nobody this year.
Yeah,
Um, Ant settling for too many threes. He's not getting to the Baja like he's been doing. Um, Julius Randle is just he doesn't fit. Rudy Gobert is probably going to be unplayable during certain stretches.
yeah.
Um,
I mean, Nas Reed.
Nas Reed is solid, but like uh, I feel like the Lakers got a couple Nas Reeds. You know what I'm saying? Like Rui,
Yeah,
Bando, Finney Smith. Like you got a couple of. He's just one guy. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all got different looks that y'all can throw out there, and
yeah,
I just really like this. And then like Luka can win you two, and Braun can win you two. Braun can win you one. At 40, you shouldn't be asking Braun to win you two.
yeah. Austin
Maybe
could.
go out there, but Austin Reeves can win you. He can win you one, and he can. If Luka's having the big game, LeBron's not playing well. Austin Reeves that settling influence, and vice versa.
Yeah,
Bron's having a big game. Luka is off. Like you know what you're getting out of AR. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? And so I like y'all in five. I just don't like the Timberwolves this year.
yeah.
Probably should have ran it back at least 1 year.
True. My biggest issue with the Timberwolves is Julius Randle plays worse in the playoffs.
This is true.
This is gonna come back to bite them in the ass.
Yeah.
Julius
I,
Randle is not a playoff performer. And guess what? Welcome back to LA, nigga. We're about to put belt to ass. Belt to ass. And Vando got a little personal vendetta with Ant, the way they be talking shit. So Vando, go ahead. Lock him up, nigga. Lock him up. Oh,
Vando, they're gonna win the series. Vando getting his ass busted.
true.
Just want,
True.
just want to throw that out there.
It's the truth. But hey, man, most good defenders get their ass bust. That's just how it works. You gotta get in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Um, real quick, let's talk the 4-5s for each. 4-5 in the East. We got Pacers, Bucks. I feel like the Pacers are the better team, but I think Giannis is going to drag the Bucks past this series. I think whether Dame comes back or not, I think if Dame's come back, that makes it even easier. But the way Giannis playing right now, the determination he's playing with, a lot of people talk about Kobe and the Mamba mentality. People forget that Giannis worked out with Kobe the summer before he won the MVP. He has that in him. You know, he has that will to win. And I think it's going to show a lot in this first round. What you think about that?
I just don't see Giannis losing in the first round 3 years straight. Like,
And he wasn't healthy the other two. So
right.
he's actually healthy.
I just don't see that. Um, Giannis is prepared to drag, like you said, these boys if he has to. Halliburton, I don't trust him. Miles Turner doesn't rebound the ball well enough. Like,
Which is crazy.
I think from a depth perspective, I like Indiana. As far as the depth goes, I think they're a little bit deeper. But Kyle Kuzma seems to be kind of sliding into his role. And you got guys who kind of been on the bench the past couple, like Pat Connaughton came out and gave you 43 yesterday. Now, granted, it was against the backups, but Pat Connaughton's still reliable. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? He won the chip, right? He was with
Yes.
them. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's championship experience right there. I like the Bucks. I like the Bucks, and it's going to be a very hard fought and competitive 6 games.
Yep. And in those 6 games, Kevin Porter Jr. is having his national coming out party.
Yes, sir.
Kevin Porter Jr. Fuck that. You hearing this now? February 4th, no, April 14th. Kevin Porter Jr. is going to average 20 this series.
Yeah. Kevin Porter Jr. I'm glad you mentioned him because we're showing him some love because I was gonna totally neglect him, but like since you brought it up, like Kevin Porter Jr., like the talent's always been there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just the right fit and staying out of trouble. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And I think he's played great in Milwaukee. Like he was playing good in LA. You
Yeah, he
know
was.
what I'm saying? Almost too good to the point where LA was like, nigga, we ain't gonna be able to pay you. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I think that's what that trade was all about. So shout out to Kevin Porter. Like I agree with you. I can see a 20 a night.
Yeah. I got Kevin Porter. Um, yeah, give me the Bucks in 6. Um, West Coast, Western Conference 4-5 matchup. We'll do this one, then we get out of here so I can go get Madison ass. Um, we got Clippers, Nuggets. Um, one team looks like they're in turmoil and and stock is dropping like the tariffs just came on America. And the other stock is rising. The Clippers, the other team in LA. Shout out to Jokic. Might be the MVP, might be the best player in the league, depending on who you're talking to. But they're getting the fuck out of there in 5, cuz.
I want to say Joker alone. Uh, this is gonna go 7.
You think so?
It's gonna go 7. But the Clippers have been playing so well, man, and
Kawhi, man.
shout out to Ty Lue. You know what I'm saying? This is a team that was like projected to be in the lottery.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said on last week, like this was a team that we was wondering if uh OKC was gonna get the number 1 pick. And for them to be a 5th seed is a testament. Kawhi seems to be rounding into form. I
I'm
don't
I'm scared of that.
and I think a thing that's kind of underrated is like the transformation of James Harden. I don't think we always commend like LeBron for still putting his numbers up, and we always commend KD for still doing it at his age. But for James Harden to be score first, just score, 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 put up numbers at a record pace, and then to change his game to be a true PG like that, I don't think we spoke enough about that. Like he's 35 years old and getting ready to be an All NBA selection.
And never missed the playoffs.
Never. You know what I'm saying? So like I like the Clippers in 7 though.
That's high praise for Jokic, which he deserves. But it's just everything around the Nuggets right
A
now.
lot of BS going on.
Is a lot. The team itself seems to be a lot of infighting. The organization itself seems to be a lot of infighting, hence the coach being fired right before the playoffs. I just don't know how that works, especially going against a coach like Tyronn Lue,
Yeah. Man,
who's going to take advantage of every little thing he can find that you guys are missing with Mike Malone not being there. And I think that's going to really rear his head in the playoffs.
yeah, because I mean you got, the teams in disarray. Like a report just broke that they were looking for deals for Michael Porter Jr. and Jamal Murray. So like, how does that fuck with they mental? Like, damn, y'all was really looking to trade me. Like, fuck y'all. Do they go in there like that?
Yeah.
Then the reporter asked Christian Brown. I mean, Michael Porter Jr. about Christian Brown taking the team out for dinner. He
Yeah,
said
Michael Porter
he didn't
Jr.
know
ain't know nothing
that.
about it.
Huh?
Yeah, I seen Michael Porter Jr. say he ain't know
Yeah,
nothing.
they ain't know nothing about it. So like, that's crazy work right there. Like,
I
probably
think
beginning of the end in Denver.
it definitely is. But teams like that is like the Milwaukee's, the Denvers of the world. Hey man, y'all ain't the Lakers. Y'all ain't the Celtics. Y'all ain't the 90s Bulls. Y'all ain't the 2000 Spurs, nigga. Y'all take y'all one championship and be happy.
Yeah.
I'll be around here. Y'all around here thinking y'all about to go on a dynastic run. Nah, not happening.
That's a fact.
Hey.
All right. Don't your daughter has practice, right?
Yeah, we just the last segment.
The bird call.
Yeah, right. Oh, but yeah. So first round, I got OKC moving on.
Agreed. Agreed.
I have Houston moving on. You
I
got
got
Golden State.
I got the Warriors.
You got Golden State. I got the Lakers moving on,
Got Lakers.
and then I got the Clippers moving on in the West.
Clippers in 7.
That's the only difference we got is Golden State being beating the Rockets. In the East, I think we pretty much we in lockstep. We got Cleveland moving forward over the Hawks.
Mm-hmm.
We have Boston moving forward over the Magic.
Magic or Hawks, either way, both
Or
of
Hawks. Yeah,
them.
both. Yeah,
Yeah, both of them out of
yeah.
here. Yeah,
Got to go into a buzzsaw. Um, who's the 3-6? I got the Pistons, and you got the Knicks.
in a hard fought 6.
Hard fought six. I got six the other way because I do believe the Pistons can't win game seven in the Garden. So they got to get it in six. And then we both have the Milwaukee Giannis Antetokounmpos beating the Pacers. We got the
in,
Bucks beating the Pacers.
in 7.
In who who got you know what? I'll take that in seven because Giannis gonna have one of those epic ass game sevens to close out the Pacers. Just
Yeah,
to remind, just a reminder, because like I think we said it last week, Giannis has been playing so well, and it seems like we're kind of forgetting about him. We're starting to get bored with Giannis' greatness, and he's balling out of control right now. Maybe his best year ever, which is crazy to say.
I agree.
Agreed. All right. Well, I got to be a parent, so we're gonna wrap this up, man. Because anything you want to say to the people, you got to find a word. You had such a great final word with the Tar Heels last week.
Um, only word I have now, like even though I got the Yankees hat on, like if you are a fan of the pod and you like watching the pod, like it, keep your head up for the Braves. It's a 162 game season. I know it doesn't look good right now, but like help is on the way. Spencer Strider is mowing motherfuckers down in minor leagues.
Yes.
Ronald Acuna will be back. Sean Murphy's swinging a hot bat right now. Austin Riley's coming around. Don't panic with Marcell Ozuna. He's always been a slow starter. Matt Olson's always been a slow starter. Like the pitching staff is gonna round itself up. Just be patient. We're gonna be fine.
Hey, I told you after the opening weekend, y'all aren't that bad. Just like I told you, the Yankees weren't that good. And look at how the Yankees. Hey, with that being said, I appreciate everybody tuning in, listening. I've got to look at the numbers. This is probably the best week of the year on YouTube so far. Instagram's going up. TikTok, y'all been fronting on my views, but that's all good. I'm just keep posting anyway. This talking game, man. I appreciate y'all.